Hey, this is Anand Houston, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Imgur and how to use it for business. Now, Imgur is a even more weird social media place than Tumblr. Now, the importance behind Imgur is that it's a great place to find relevant content and to see what's happening in the latest of memes, trends, how people are communicating, different forms of humor, because it's something that, unlike other social medias, it doesn't you don't have friends, you don't have followers. It's just a conglomerate of everything that the 150 million users of Imgur are posting and then ranking them at the top. So because of this, you're able to look through Imgur, take this is today's most popular posts, and see what are people talking about right now, what's interesting, what's engaging. And from here, it's a great place to find inspiration on different things to talk about and different things that you could use in your own social media content. Now, when it comes to using Imgur and posting on Imgur, it's a bit of a delicate process. So Imgur primarily targets the millennial male. That's going to be men between the age of 18 and 34. Now, this target group spends a lot of time on Imgur and is a very dedicated community. Some interesting things to note about them is that they are grammar Nazis. You want to make sure that everything is grammatically correct and, of course, spelled correctly on here. The communication here on Imgur is not in the form of chats or posts. It's actually in the comments to the posts. And in the comments section, people engage very deeply with whatever material is being posted. And so here you're able to really engage with customers by posting something interesting, something relevant, something funny, and then responding to people in a way that makes sense. Now, when it comes to Imgur, one of the things that's key to note about it is you want to make everything that's posted seem like it's coming from a millennial, including the responses. And when it comes to creating content, the type of content you provide, one, as the name of the site, Imgur, suggests, it's in pictures, it's in images, and it needs to tell a really good story. So this is a place where, for whenever you're wanting to create a more personal view of perhaps a process to how something is done, an interesting process, perhaps it's examples of what different things might look like. Let's say you're talking about a specific city in another country that you specialize in marketing or doing business with. You can have a collection of pictures, almost like a blog, that as you scroll down, it gives you more information and a visual representation of that which you're trying to talk about. Just an example here of imager posts that have succeeded is this young man. He just posted a series of pictures that talks about working in a kitchen. It's just called So I Work in Kitchens. And here's a picture of him rolling up some dough, it looks like, them playing with bubbles. You see there's a short description behind each one, and as you scroll down, you see a little bit more information about what's happening. So what this does, it provides a very raw, very real looking story behind what this might look like. You'll notice these are not incredibly uh, professional looking photography. It's not so much about the filters or anything. It's about being real, being able to connect. And of course, being funny is a big part of it to be able to really connect with people. And one of the things that is important to understand with Imgur is, unlike other social medias where it's a good thing to repost other people's content, to share their content, Imgur is very, very against sharing other people's content. So while the things you want to do is make sure that you have a good story, you have pictures that walk people through the point of what you wanted to do, to make sure it's kind of funny if you find funny translation fails, or a GIF, which is like a moving image that looks kind of like a video, or you have something you want to describe a process perhaps. This is a good place for that. That will let you get the SEO buff that comes from Google because it's public and makes it to where that's going to help with your SEO. Um, but again, you do not want to post other people. Here is just a funny example of how a what they would call an Imagurian, or somebody who frequently follows Imgur, feels about it. OC stands for original content. As you can see, they start to get frustrated. Oh no, it's a repost, it's a repost, repost! And then absolute anger. You do not want to repost stuff on Imgur. You will have a violent response. Imgur is very similar to Reddit or 4chan, a place where it is about as raw as the internet gets. There's no real um, block as far as what you can or cannot talk about or post. And even though it's a place that is very odd, advertisers have found that there are effective ways to use Imgur, not just for the SEO buff that it provides um, by tagging back to your company name. It also gives you an opportunity to be able to find trending topics, see what's happening right now on a day-to-day basis, even an hour-to-hour basis. You can see how quickly things are popping up, how different memes are used, and even see what people's responses are to different things in a way that you may not be able to grasp just by looking at it. So, all in all, Imgur, good to know about, important thing to have just so that you can have the SEO buff, and it's a great place to bring in content. At the same time, until you have a team of people that can really specialize in repurposing your content in a way that is translated to millennial, in a way that it's a very unique method of communicating. I wouldn't suggest using this as a place to post a lot of content, just to find content that you can share to other social media sites. And that'll be all. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.